making this video because I made the same mistakes I made yesterday, which is not the day before yesterday. How do I explain it? I told myself I'm not gonna allow myself to be kind of like interfered with in the morning. I'm not going to let any possible distractions get in my way, and I honestly I allowed the day before yesterday's. I had to do something in the morning. I don't remember, and it kind of just threw me off. And then the day before yesterday, or 2 days before, 3 days before, I had to do something in the morning. And I told myself, okay, no more morning shit. Like anything that I need to do in the morning, set it aside, away from trading hours. So then yesterday, which is now, so yesterday, that was the day before yesterday. Yesterday, I told myself, okay, it's not gonna happen again. And then the night before yesterday, I got notified that, hey, can you come into work? Me knowing that I want to go to these boot camps and fully invest in myself, I decided to go into work in the morning. I didn't think I was going to be able to trade or anything, so I didn't. I brought my computer just in case, and I had enough time to trade. Started trading, was doing well, and then over time, work started getting busy, and I got distracted, and I started placing bad trades. Started chasing. I was missing opportunities that typically I won't miss because I'll be paying attention. But I just need to make sure I'm more strict with my my decision making. But basically, we're watching Sykes trade right now. But basically, I traded. I think it was this stock was the first one, or one of them was the first stocks I traded. I don't really recall looking at the SEC filings or the flow or anything, but I made a lot of mistakes yesterday, and I really wish I made this video yesterday because my mind would have been still fresh on the mistakes that I made. But honestly, I had a busy day yesterday working on myself. I don't know why this chart's not working. It's pretty annoying. I'm just gonna try to make this video lesson quick since I kind of fucked it all up. Alright. So we're on a 2-minute chart right now, and I traded it pre-market, and honestly, it was like not even up 50% right here. And I was in a longer stock, but I remember Sykes saying the day before yesterday that you need to use your indicators before you get into a stock. Don't just get in without doing your research. Look up the flow, look up the news, look up the SEC filings, look up all of that before you get into a stock. Don't just blindly get in. And honestly, lately I've been doing that. There's times where you're gonna just jump into a stock because it's moving the way you want, but it's moving fast, so you need to hurry up and move and get in fast. And these were one of those cases where you just need to hurry up and get in. But I wanted to do my research. I wanted to be more secure. I wanted to follow those rules. So I was like, okay, let me practice that, and I did, which is there's nothing wrong with it, but the stock was moving fast. So by the time I got to it, it had already spiked. I really want to show you the 1 minute, so that goes deeper into like how I was performing. So like it was consolidating, and then like right here I was telling myself to get in, and I'm like, let me go check it out real quick. And I checked it out, everything was looking good, and I hit my entry order, and it started spiking. I only got a few shares in. I'm like, damn, I'm missing the opportunity. And that led to me chasing, because I'm like, fear of missing out. And I chased it, got a bulk of my shares right here, and it pulled back, and I got in the rest over here. So I was in 5K right here. Then it pulled back, started consolidating, and then after it consolidated, spiked right here. I didn't want to get out right here because I felt like it could go even higher. I don't remember my average, but it was up here, somewhere up here. It went up like, yeah, $1.97. I was up like 20 cents, so I was in at 177. I feel like it could keep going because the way I did my research, it had a low flow. It was looking good. My initial plan was to get in here and get out as soon as it spikes on the first spike. But I didn't do that because I chased it, and I wasn't in at the right size, at the right entry that I planned on. So right there, my plan changed, and I didn't even realize my plan was changing. I didn't get the entries I wanted, so I chased it, and then immediately my plans changed. So after it spiked right here, I missed my chance. I thought it would keep going even higher. Started consolidating, and then I'll show you here. I really got to get this this updated. But it started consolidating, and it gave me a little perk. I could have gotten out on this perk, but I didn't want to get out. And eventually, excuse me, I think this perk is what I'm talking about. It gave me another little perk right here, and I didn't want to get out. And then eventually I just said, fuck it, I got out because it was starting to downtrend, and I'm like, I'm getting impatient. I'm at work. I don't want to get distracted while I'm trading. I don't want to be at work while I don't want to trade while I'm at work. So I just chose not to. And then it perked up. And it perked up just a little bit, consolidated, and it had a big morning spike up to $2.37. I missed my opportunity. It is what it is. I thought I could play a bounce here. So I bought after it pulled back twice. It started consolidating, so I'm like, let me get in early. I kind of felt like whenever we get a morning spike and then it pulls back, typically a bounce happens around 11 o'clock. So I'm like, it's consolidating now, and it looks like it's gonna bounce now. So I got in, but I knew, I'm like, okay, I need to be waiting till 11 o'clock. I don't know why it's doing this. It's so annoying. So I tried to play the bounce, didn't, took a loss. The loss wasn't that big here. It was this loss that really got one on me. I longed it again, and then I was distracted at work, which you should never be trading while you're at work. There's no reason for me to be doing that. And I'm trying to work on the disciplines now because I come to realize that whatever strengths and weaknesses, um, or whatever weaknesses mainly that I have now, it will be magnified. It will be magnified. It will be magnified uh, in live trading. I'm paper trading now, and I'm having all these weaknesses, so it's gonna just get worse when I trade live. So I'm just trying to like, I'm running out of, I'm lost for words right now, but I'm trying to be more disciplined in it so that I can um, trade better. Um, so it ended up spiking here. I mean, it ended up not going my way here, and then I got back in here because it did a little perk off of lower day. And I just kept over trading this, and I got distracted at work, and it started going way further than I wanted to, and I was supposed to cut right here, but I wasn't paying attention because these people were talking to me, and I'm like, we're talking, but it's constant, like, this lady just constantly comes at me with her bullshit, and I just use it as motivation to never allow myself to be in that situation at work. I just raise my standards so that I can be successful and never go back to this bullshit again. But it didn't work out. I missed my exit. Ended up hitting a market order and getting out right here, and I was down like I think $1,000 or so. It was just an unnecessary loss. And then honestly, I tried to like revenge trade this. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This is so annoying. And then, or I think this one was, I got back in here, and I think this one was the one where I missed my exit because I was distracted. It was one of these trades, maybe both of them, I don't know. But all in all, the lesson here is don't fucking trade at work. Don't chase. If you miss your entry, get the fuck out quickly. Trying to play the bounce. I wasn't wrong for trying to play the bounce, but be more quicker on your exits. That's the lesson in that trade. I was trading as well while I was at work. I'm trying to remember how I traded it. It's gonna come to mind once I look at the chart. We was popping up on my scanner. I don't think it was up much. I remember it wasn't up much, and I got in, and then I got out prematurely because I think I was like being distracted at work. Plus, I just really wish this would work. Yeah, right here. So I was being distracted at work, and I got in. I thought it pulled back. I did one pullback here, tried to attempt to bounce back up, failed again, and I don't really consider this one, but it pulled back. Then it started perking up, so I longed it right here, and then it was lowering up, and then it came right back down, but it didn't break this pullback right here. But if you zoom out some, you'll realize this is more like a first pullback. So I took it as this was the second pullback, but really it was the first. And when it pulled back here, it's not really a guarantee on these pullbacks, first or second, but when it pulled back here, it held up here. It didn't break this point, this low right here of um, 18 cent. Yeah, it didn't break that point. It went to 18.3, 18.03, 18.03. Then it perked back up, so I'm like, okay, it's gonna rebound. But that was a little scary and uncomfortable. It was just like straight back to the lows, damn near the lows, and I didn't like that. And I was gonna hit a market order, but it perked back up the next minute, a 1 minute candle stick, and I'm like, okay, let me just give it some time. And when it broke, I noticed it broke, so I was like multitasking. When I work, I multitask. Like, don't worry, someday, very soon, right now, actually, I'm not having to work there anymore. I'm financially free, and I cut right here. And I got out, and I was like, okay. Then I got distracted at work, and I was busy for a while. And I knew I told myself I was gonna look for another opportunity to get in. I just gotta be paying attention. Just gotta have some patience. So then it started uptrending. If I was watching, I would have gotten back in here, but I didn't like this gradual uptrend. I don't like gradual uptrends anymore because it's a lot of patience you have to have. And on top of that, at any moment, it can just dump. And you'll see like right here, it get a dump, and right here. But this one was worse, but I'll get to that later. I don't like gradual uptrends because they dump. So I missed this whole uptrend. I wasn't paying attention. Then when we got to like right here, I said, okay, it already broke high day. I don't know how it's performing. I, I don't remember how it was the yearly was, but now I see it now. It's like straight resistance. It's like a dead cat bounce, and I didn't really want to play that, but I'm like, okay, I see opportunity, but I'm uncomfortable with it. Then it started just uptrending, and I kept telling myself, get in, and then I chased it. I chased it here, and it's a shame because I chased it here with my 5K shares, and it spiked, and I ended up making back the $800 that I lost here. It's just crazy, but I'm going to talk about that as well. But $800 here, and I ended up making some. I ended up making back like $200, or $300, $267. And then I got in here, and it was gearing towards the end of the day, so I'm like, okay, it's starting to slow down. I'm gonna be able to focus better. And I got into the stock, and like honestly, I just completely forgot about it. I was distracted at work. I couldn't focus. People were just coming at me with their bullshit. I'm just like, kept telling myself, the more they like come at me with BS, the more I'm going to manifest that I am financially free. I never have to work ever again. I'm successful in the trade. Regardless of the more they do it or not, I just kept doing that. And I was just aggravated and distracted, and I missed this whole entire exit. Like I was supposed to then get out, and I didn't. So lesson in this as well as, don't trade at work, pay attention. When you see an entry, get in, be ready to cut. But right here, I was chasing. And then I missed it, and by the time market closed, I was looking at my phone like, am I still in that trade? Did I hit a limit? Did I hit a stop limit order? And I failed to put in a stop limit order, and I forgot about it. So I had to wait till the next day to get out. In the morning, which is now, I wanted to get out here when it was spiking. I had a feeling it was just gonna keep uptrending all day. It did. It gave me like a $200-300 chance to get out with a $200-300 loss that I could have taken, but I didn't take it because I just believe that this stock can continue uptrending just like it did yesterday. I'm not sure if it will, but I think it's gonna break past the high of day from yesterday and keep uptrending. So I'm just being patient. I should have gotten out when I was only down a couple $100. That would have been better. For me to get out right now, it's kind of premature. Plus, I did change my plan on this trade, but I'm gonna stick to my original plan. And then if it don't work out, at some point I'm just gonna cut and take my loss. It's gonna be a big fat loss, but it is what it is. Now, I want to talk about how I'm trading. I'm having an issue with my performance where I'm only using 5K, and wow, this stock was going even higher. I got out early here, and I got out like damn near the high of this uptrend, but it kept going. It's okay though. I think I'm a bit still inexperienced, and also like so focused on the money that I'm not performing on the actual trend. But this is fucking beautiful. And I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna keep uptrending. I knew it was gonna go like and be a high percentage spike because the float is 260 million to 300. We'll call it 350 million. So 250 to 200 to 350, and that's a high float, but it's a low price. So you got to divide it by 10. If you divide it by 10, it's 25 million to 35 million. Still a low price stock. In order for you to get in, you got to get in. I got in with 5K and I had to buy 45,000 shares. So to me, I just saw it as a low float. Because I'm so like shell shocked into my losses, I was so quick to get out with a profit. But here's my issue. I'm trading with 5K and I'm taking big losses. Like 500, $1,000 loss when I'm underperforming. So it's like I need to cut my losses quicker, and I need to make sure my losses are smaller, because the way I'm seeing it, if I continue trading with 5K only, okay, if this was live and I had only 5K, sorry, am I being loud? Okay, thank you. If I only used 5K and this was live trading, then I would have blown up my account by then, because it's only 5K. Trying to bounce back from 5K and constantly using 5K to trade is not ideal. If I had only 5K, I took $1,000 loss. I got 4K now. Took another $1,000. I got 3K now. It's harder to bounce back. But for me right now, using only 5K in every single trade, and I have to like literally go either be extra. Well, I have to be either extra selective. I have to be extra selective and go all in. And I haven't been extra selective, and I've been going all in, and I'm losing, and I just got to make sure I cut my losses better, and because I'm taking too big of a loss. Like if I had only 5K, I'm taking almost $1,000 loss. When the next trade comes, I only got 4K, so I think what it is I need to, if I'm gonna use only 5K, I need to have double that in order for me to really perform, because using only 5K, first I gotta cut my losses quicker, minimize my losses, and then I need to have extra cash so that I don't go under 5K. Because I'm starting to see that, excuse me, I can make double, triple if I'm more selective, only using 5K. I can double my account, I can triple my account. So that's just what I'm practicing right now. So I'll figure it out, and soon I'll have the cash to trade live with. I just gotta be more selective with my trades. But soon that will happen, and I will not take as many losses. So it's just a practice, really, and I'm getting better. I think what thing I've definitely improved um, from Wolfie's event is just my entries, getting in that lower day, getting in at the right time. I'm improving in that. I'm improving in my mindset. But to like go deeper into it, I'm challenging myself to try new things, and like trading with only 5K, and then I am challenging myself to really build back my account. The practice is what's really improving. The better practice strategies and the better mindset is really helping me improve. But yeah, man. I'm gonna make a video lesson about this trade that I traded today. Um, I'm gonna do this after it so the video can be shorter, and I'm gonna talk about how I exited this trade, but I'm giving it more time. Thank you.